Good morning, gamers. I've been doing my daily active hunters, and I've now stacked up over 500 active tokens, so I can pay this ghost captain guy 500 active tokens, and now anytime I want to, I can get the Dragon Tooth Island, which is really great because this is a clue location, and over a long period of time that'll just be convenient. And the rest of these active tokens are going into my Bone Crusher. I have 17,000 chargers. I still want to keep stacking them up for a while, but eventually I'll probably stop and not do my runs because it is kind of a waste of time because I only get like 4 times the XP here and not like 7 times I would get at the Wildy Altar. But like this is perfectly safe, and the daily buckets of slime and stuff are so fast to get that like might as well just do it as long as I still need active tokens. I just unlocked the bigger sack at Motherlode Mine, but I had my audio muted so I didn't really have a clip of that. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of mining over the past few days for a variety of reasons. We're at 76 now and I have that upgrade. Now that's not really efficient because you never really have to do Motherlode Mine. But before I unlock Amethyst, this is going to be like my favorite spot AFK mining. I know that I could do shooting stars, but like for me, banking soft clay from here and banking like ores is more interesting than banking like stardust and stuff. But that's just my personal preference, and also I like the content more. And yeah, I can also now start using my dynamite if I want to, because those become valuable at around 75 mining. However, the experience you get from Lost Mine scales with your mining level, so I don't really see a reason to do it, given that I have to still mine like 100,000 sand. I have to do a lot more shooting stars for like collection type stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while too. Oh, also, I'll probably bank 70 smithing with this grind, which is super fucking cool. And this is going to be my final unlock from Tithe Farm. I've been working on this grind for a while, and yeah, now I have the seed box. If I go and look at my collection log, and in the minigames tab, I now have a completely filled out Tithe Farm tab, and yeah, that's very great. So this grind is over, and I still want to finish Motherlode Mine before I go to Mage Training Arena, but that's going to be our next goal incredibly soon. Good morning, gamers. I've been doing some Motherlode Mine, and now I have the full Prospector kit completed. I still need to get the gem bag, which is just going to be 95 more golden nuggets, and I do want to get the recolor for the Prospector outfit, but that's going to come up later when I want the AFK, because shooting stars are so immensely AFK that I don't really like see a reason to do them unless I'm like really tired or doing something else. I also hit 79 mining, and I'm getting really close to having 70 smithing banked, and yeah, that's going to be super nice because we need 70 smithing for Song of the Elves. I think I'm pretty sure we do, and having that banked just kinda passively from completing a minigame is going to be super cool. Good morning, gamers. So last night I got 100 golden nuggets, and that means I can buy myself the gem bag, and that's Motherlode Mine complete. I have the bigger sack, I have the upper floor, and if you look at the collection log, it's completely filled out and green. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to start working on Mage Training Arena next, and while I'm doing that, my AFK thing will just be shooting stars to get the recolor for my Prospector outfit. I don't think I ever talked about this, but I hit 87 farming, and a third of the XP roughly is through Tithe Farm, and then a bunch of XP is through like all of my various runs that I do. So I thought that I would just put that in the video because I've been getting so much fucking farming XP just in general. I don't think I ever explained my goals for Mage Training Arena here, but I'm going for the Master Wand, because that's a prerequisite for getting the Kodai Wand, which is eventually going to be a best in slot, and I'm also going for Infinity Boots, because those are a prerequisite for Eternal Boots, which are also a best in slot. And furthermore, I obviously need to get the Bones to Peaches spell for the diary. So yeah, that's basically all of my goals here. So yeah, this is going to be my active activity for a while, and I've been actually mining some shooting stars passively. I'm halfway to 12,000 stardust, which is the requirement to recolor the entire prospector kit. So I'm really happy with that, and I'll have the full recolor soon. I just hit level 88 farming, so I can now boost to plant my second spirit tree here at the farming guild, and this just makes the most sense given like how I do my farm runs. But yeah, I never expected to get like this high in farming this quick. I'm just completely addicted to the skill, and I haven't even really been doing that many like tree runs or fruit tree runs because I haven't gotten like that many seed drops from contracts, and I haven't been doing birdhouses. So this is a really cool thing to just like have on the account. But yeah, I'm gonna keep farming for a while, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm just collecting my daily dragon bones, and I hit 61 ranged. So that means that in the near future, once I run out of adamant arrows, I'll start using my rune crossbow, and I'll have to like unlock broad bolts and stuff. So that'll be an interesting grind for like a day or so, because I need slayer points and so on and so on. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. It's getting super late, and generally I would record clips like this in the morning. However, I literally can't wait. So I'm going to buy 4 star fragments because I finally have enough stardust, and I'm probably just going to save the rest of my stardust for now. If I ever need soft clay, I can just get a bunch of that, but stardust has some other uses. And I have the golden prospector. Yeah, it looks fine. So yeah, I got this outfit for completionist purposes, and it's kinda just a very cool set of items to have on my account. And from now on, I'm basically going to be focusing on the mage training arena. And this is the last time I ever have to fucking do the telekinetic room. And with 800 Pisas points, I should be able to afford everything I need. So time to move on to the next room. I've been doing the alchemy room for a while, and this is my last deposit. I now have 950 Pisas points here, and that grind got me up to 74 magic. And the next thing I'm going to have to do is the enchantment room, and I also forgot to buy runes for like the graveyard room, so I'm going to have to make GP at some point, so I'm probably going to have to train my thieving too. Also, in my AFK time I've been fishing and cooking, so I'm 72 fishing and 79 cooking right now. I have a bunch of Karamvans banked, I have 5,000 cooked, and almost 2,000 raw, so that's going to be enough food for a while. I'm going to be cooking Karamvans and fishing Karamvans for a good while too. Like I have like no plans of doing like anything else. But yeah, that's going to be like my long-term AFK grind, at least until I hit 80 fishing, and that's a topic for another video too. I've been hopping worlds and buying runes, and I have almost 1,000 nature runes. Oh, also I made my money by converting all of the green d'hide I had into green d'hide bodies, because I had like over 300 green d'hide from like my daily active hunters. But yeah, I made some money, I bought some runes, and this could be enough to finish the graveyard room. I don't know, but I'm hoping it's enough. And this should be the enchantment room done. I did this entire room in one sitting because it only took like an hour and 28 minutes, something along those lines. So yeah, I just need to do the graveyard room now. So I'm going to start slowly working on that, and that's gonna fly by like way faster because I'm actually going to get the unlocks, which is going to be super nice. I've suffered enough doing the graveyard room with Bones to Bananas, and that's Bones to Peaches unlocked. That's a diary requirement, and it's also going to make the rest of the grind way more bearable. And that's going to be the infinity boots. So I still have to get the master wand, which is going to take a bunch of time, but that's going to be fine. If everything went right, I should be able to get myself the master wand now. So teacher wand, and yep, I have the master wand. So the next thing I'm going to do is some more barrows. I only hit 75 magic through all of my mage training arena grind, and in order to do my crafting grind, I need to get 77 magic. Now, again, barrows isn't really like the most efficient way to train magic. However, since I need to do barrows anyway at some point, I might as well do it when I need magic experience the most. Now, before I do barrows, I want to unlock broad bolts so I can efficiently use a rune crossbow instead of a magic short bow. So that's going to be a short grind because I have to train some more fletching, but fletching is chill so I don't really mind that. I also need to unlock broader fletching, but I have the points for it right now, so that's not really a big deal. So that's that perk unlocked. The way I'm going to be training fletching is just chopping trees and then making unstrung bows. It's not really very exciting, but I think that's going to just be the best way to train fletching at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna become tier 2 woodcutting guild for a bit and just get my fletching up to 55. I finally hit 50 fletching and I have some maples banked, so I'm just going to use these maples to train my fletching for a while, and that should get me up to like 52 or something, and after that I have to go back to woodcutting. I got close to 52 fletching, but I still need to get 3 more levels, so I thought that I might as well try to practice my tick manipulation by 1.5 ticking maples. This is awful fletching experience, but it's really fun and I'm learning a lot, so I'm just gonna keep 1.5 ticking this tree. Okay, I'm done doing that. I'm just going to free tick normally for a while, because I really want to get this fletching level and I think that would be way faster. And that's 55 fletching. So now I get to do some more fletching, and I also got level 70 wood cutting through that entire grind. And that's 4000 prot bolts, which should last me for a while. I just got my third piece of Barrow's equipment, and it's the Verex plate skirt. So this is one of the most useful pieces of gear in the entire game. It's not necessarily the best in slot tank legs everywhere, but I would say it's the most generally useful of all of them, so I'm going to be using that a lot in the future. The reason it's the most generally useful is that on top of the defensive bonuses, it also has a 4 prayer bonus, and compared to the Terex plate legs, it has slightly worse ranged defense, but that's not really a big deal. It also doesn't have any negative magic bonuses, which is super useful for TKs and stuff. So yeah, I'm super happy I have the Verex plate skirt. I got a fucking Carill's leather top. I'm getting really lucky on the specific items I'm getting, and I'm not even that dry anymore, so I'm gonna stop complaining about that. So yeah, that's a super useful item. It's gonna be a best in slot mage defense forever, I think. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is. And it's also super fucking useful for ranged. So once I get 70 ranged at some point, I'm just gonna go and send the fight caves. Good morning, gamers. Last night I got myself duplicate Terex plate legs, so that's my first dupe, but that's fine. And I got a Coffin's chain skirt. I'm finally on trait. So that's a pretty decent item. It's gonna be useful at some point in the future, but yeah, nice to have. I got my third pair of Terex plate legs. Again, I don't really mind it, but that's kinda ridiculous. It's a decent elk, or maybe I'm gonna drop it over to my main for buns at some point in the future. But yeah, that's fine, I guess. I just did my Hespori kill before moving on to Barrows, and I got the fucking white lily seed drop finally. I no longer have to skip that contract, so that's super fucking nice. And that's 72 agility. So I've been grinding agility the past few days, because I kinda want to eventually rush the Hallowed Sepulchre, because I want to get 99 crafting, and one of the best ways to get GP in the early game on an Ironman is the Hallowed Sepulchre, or I guess I'm in the mid game now. And 72 agility is the requirement to do floor 3, which is the first floor that really seems worth doing for me. So now that I have that, I'm just gonna be focusing on other grinds, mostly the 77 magic, which regrettably involves just doing more and more barrows. I just got the Carill's coif, and yeah, that's an okay item. It's not great or anything, but I'll get a bit of use out of it. And I keep getting good uniques. I just got the Verex helm, which is going to be the best tank helm until just this year, and that's years away at this point probably. I'm now officially over 8 on uniques, but their examiners are pretty much useless, so who cares? Since I'm getting close to 77 magic, which was my only goal at Barrows, I want to talk a bit about what I'm going to do after I finish it. So, first of all, when it comes to my route, or what I think would be optimal for me to do, it would be to go to the Hallowed Sepulchre and rush either the Ring of Endurance or even 99 Agility there. But that's not really gonna be viable. I can't really use the GPU plugin on my laptop, and I don't really want to do the Hallowed Sepulchre without the GPU plugin, because I'm going to be going to the UK to be with my boyfriend for a few months. And that means that when I'm over there, I don't really know like how good my setup is going to be. I don't know like how well I can do intense things, so I don't really want to make plans that require me doing like something challenging. So the main goal I have for being over there is just an efficient Slayer. Like, I'm not gonna worry too much, I'm probably just going to be camping ranged and like proselyte and stuff. So I'm not really going to be going hard on Slayer or anything, but I will be able to commit like raw time and stuff, so it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, I lost my train of thought and I managed to get killed at Paris for it. Anyway, basically what I was trying to say is that I might also be doing other things like working on crafting, working on fishing and cooking, because stacking up crumbs is just going to be useful, and just making like really general account progress. But yeah, I'm not going to commit to like anything that requires focus or effort or whatever, and I'm probably just going to be getting a ton of combat stats and Slayer levels, and I think that would be the best use of my time, given that I don't really have a great setup. If it happens that I can actually like game hard at my boyfriend's place, I will still be doing like the Hallowed Sepulchre and other cool stuff, but I kinda really doubt that that will happen, so most likely I'll just be getting like 90 something Slayer, hopefully. And that's 77 magic. I'm just enchanting for the final bit of XP, and now I don't have to do barrels again for a good while. I really wish I had gotten the Carril's crossbow, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. So from now on, I'm gonna be doing different stuff, and I think right now I'm just gonna go fish, because I kinda just wanna chill. I got a completely random burst of motivation, so I got myself enough points to get a fighter torso. So, yep, let's fucking buy this, and I never have to do this specific grind again. I do have to get level 5 in all roles at some point, but you know. So yeah, I actually look like a real account now. That's nice. Last night and today morning I worked on smithing, so I have a bunch of gold bars from smithing all my gold, and I have a bunch of mithril items from smelting all my mithril and then making the mithril bars into items. So I have around 3 million elks spread across these plate legs and these plate bodies, and also I am very close to 71 smithing, so that's really nice. I'm going to have to end the video here though, because my bus to go to the airport to go to the UK leaves in around 6 hours, so I can't really record anything more. So this has been kind of a short episode. I mean, it's taken me 3 weeks to record. I have made a really great amount of progress, and yeah, see you next time.